Where you been all day? Really?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
When I first met Willie, he couldn't even look me in the eye. His head was bowed, his body tense, and it was as if someone had extinguished the light in his eyes. I didn't know his story yet, but I could feel the weight of it in the silence between us. Standing there, watching him avoid every glance, my heart ached. I knew he was carrying a heavy burden, one no dog should have to bear. The story wouldn't end like this. Later, I learned that Willie had been rescued by the police from a property where dozens of dogs were kept in horrific conditions. He had scars, was injured, and had lost his trust in people. Old, tired, and fragile, Willie had almost no chance of being chosen. But as I passed by his kennel, something inside me stopped. He didn't move, didn't bark, didn't even notice me. Yet in that silence, I saw him, and I whispered to myself, if I leave now, he may never get another chance. I couldn't leave him behind. Bringing him home was like bringing a ghost home. He wasn't aggressive, but he was completely closed off. He carried his food bowl in his mouth as if it were his only shield, never seeking attention, never daring to trust. I spoke softly, waited, sat quietly beside him. Slowly, cracks began to appear in the wall he had built around himself. One day, after leaving him alone for a short while, he chewed through a door, not to escape, but because the fear of being abandoned again was too much for him. At that moment, I understood. I couldn't leave him alone. Not yet. So I started taking Willie with me to work. And that office, of all places, became the world he needed. He strutted down the hallways like he owned them, peeked into offices and barked at my boss until he was noticed. The same dog who once hid from every glance now demanded to be seen. Everyone adored him. One janitor noticed how much Willie liked his pink duster, so the next day he brought a second one just for him. Willie carried it proudly in his mouth like a trophy, finally approaching people on his own, curious and unafraid. At home, he was a completely different dog. When he was with me, he was quiet and calm, lying beside me as if nothing else in the world mattered except the time we spent together. But when he was with my husband, he changed, as if a switch had been flipped. Willie would play, run, and wag his tail like a newly born puppy. Even the vet was surprised at how gentle and trusting he had become. He would let them check his teeth, touch his paws, and examine him without hesitation. I had never met such a forgiving dog. Over time, I realized I wasn't just saving him. He was saving me too. I couldn't stand being away from him. I checked the cameras when I left. I rushed home to be with him. And the truth is, in the last 4 years, we haven't spent a single day apart. He knows me better than anyone else. Sometimes he looks at me, and I swear he hears my thoughts before I can even speak them. Willie isn't just my dog. He's my family, my comfort, my peace. Without him, everything else would just feel like background noise. Willie isn't just part of my story. He is the best chapter I'll ever write.